Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna name this video right here. I'm gonna call this video. It's called Pro Wrestling. It's like basically our media, the class baiting, agitation bait. It's basically like pro wrestling, okay? It's like if you watch pro wrestling, it's been a while since I watched it, but I used to watch it when I was younger. And you know that it's not that necessary. Listen, the contact is real. Them hitting each other, that's pretty real. Slamming each other, there's no way you can fake that. It's just, we know that it's choreographed. You know what I'm saying? And that it's like basically, sometimes it's predetermined who's going to win or lose, who's going to advance or not. It's due to like their sphere of influence. That's why they have these big, long, grandiose speeches where they're pimping around the cage with the microphone, flaunting their belts. You know, that's the same thing as putting a general up in front of a camera with all of his medals dangling there. Or, these politicians with their suit, so they kind of look like they all got this same uniform. It's kind of like, because what it is, you de-individualize the guy. You know what I'm saying? For one, when you're in the position of a politician. So, no matter if the face of the man changes, the suit is always the same, basically, okay? Wrestler, at least they're a little more individual, you know what I'm saying? And they even get labels sometimes like, he's the people's champion. You know what I'm saying? This is the same type of clever speechery and pimpery that they use on us on a regular basis. So, even with the left-right paradigm, look, they kind of flaunt and flander around the ring. One of them, look, we got a Democratic, we got a Democrat president, and they flaunt that belt. Now, they got all Republicans in the House and Senate or whatever. Now they're flaunting that belt. Well, we got the lightweight champion belt, basically, It's the same principle. It's the same thing like in a kung fu movie, man. Though what they're the martial arts and stuff and the attacks and stuff they're using are real, but it just so happens that in advance they were choreographed. I mean, some of these guys, especially if you watch those Chinese movies, look, them dudes are really getting hit. And they ain't even getting paid for that shit. They're getting thrown from fucking 3 stories into a bunch of cardboard boxes and kicked in the neck and other things of this sort. But it's choreographed. Though, it looks great. It's well presentation. It's entertaining. It looks, symmetrical and sound and like even grandiose. But that's because superior planning went into this whole situation here. It's like there's this, my buddy, he's a cook, man, and a chef. He told me about this word mise en cloth, which means everything in its time and in its place. What it is this illusion, this magician's act is mise en cloth, man. Everything in its time and its place. But see, they have actually they have forsaken the principle of mise en cloth, and now things are not in their time nor in their place, and they just stand out like a sore thumb. Like it's like, that's a crisis actor, this is an agitation op, that's asymmetrical warfare, that's a special agent Ciencia, oh, that's a Siasa organization, that's Al Ciada. That's something that ain't right there fucking going on, and it's obvious if you know what you're looking at. Like I was saying on the like I was saying about it made me forget what I was saying. Man, dude, just got hit with the Kung Fu Panda mind control, make you forget what you were doing and saying postures. there. Oh yeah, okay. You can tell, look, that things are like a crisis actor operation like Sandy Hook or the Boston bombing. You can tell because look, the guests of honor at the Boston bombing were the same people from Sandy Hook. That is, and then you find out there's this Serco Church of Satan connection and a CIA connection between Sandy Hook. Then it was in the Batman movie. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, what it is that there's insider code, and they're speaking to each other in plain sight. You know, it's hidden in plain sight. Their code, their operation. All you just got to do to start to discern the code and figure it out is just admit that there's one going on, and then you'll start becoming aware of reoccurring themes. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, they just keep retelling these same stories over and over again. The man who would one day become king, which is basically, it's Xerxes, you know, it's men, you know, find a inferior culture and then proclaim to be God and somehow take it over, but get discovered that they're just men. I mean, I'm wondering if this is what it seems like they're saying is that the aliens are going to come and some half man, half alien type of situation is going to go down. But there's a real blending and blurring between what's a real alien, what's a real extraterrestrial, could be actually fallen angel, because it's, you know, as ancient text information goes, that it's possible to intermingle these two species here together and get crazy results. You know, supposedly in antiquity this has been done, so I'm sure right now they're trying to figure it out now. And it seems like there's just, through our media, through our entertainment, you know, through Hollywood, we get all these ideas presented to us. It's because they're trying to, you know, peel back our onion and get our defense down, so that when it really happens, we'll accept it immediately, because we've already been suggested it so many times over, like Prometheus, the movie, which I really liked that movie, Prometheus. It was pretty dang cool. And it was based on some real talk. Like, it showed you angelic type beings, light beings. But no, what it did was it kind of showed you that maybe these advanced beings had this technology, these holograms, so that they would be mistaken as light. It explains a lot of the stuff that we already know about if you're really into the biblical scholarly things. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way to get away from the topic of angels, demons, and giants, and supernatural. There's just no way to get away from it. I mean, why are all these seminary people so divorced from it? You know what I'm saying? Because there's obviously some kind of cover-up going on. Because there's no way to get away from it. It's not really that fantastical. Because look, dude, you can find old papers where they found giant graves here in America. Just it's documented. It's just, why is it concealed is the thing, and why are they teaching against it so much? Why are they trying to keep you ignorant of it? And why are they trying to pull the wool? But yet they're still trying to present it to you without presenting it to you. They're suggesting it to you, but they're just trying to limit the way that you intake it. They're trying to get you on sell you on the ancient aliens aspect, the Scientology, the alien in the volcano, basically, and then the Darwinistic approach, the alien Darwinism, transpermia, where basically an alien seeded the genetic code, and it's just been evolution, you know, from monkey to man. Even the Sumerian, how they basically took monkey and gave him a genetic upgrade, and this is who they used to dig mines. When Stitchin is a Mason, man. He's a Rosicrucian type, so, and Theosophist type. And it said he doesn't even have no archaeological background. He was a journalist. I mean, listen, even now, we know now with all the search engine tools, it's easier to get information than it was when he first did this Sumerian legends. And I see a lot of people use him as the standard to go by when it was flawed from its onset, and that's explained in Ancient Aliens Debunked. But even this is pro wrestling. It's like they're trying to put on this big show, and you have to believe in the show to make it real, basically. I mean, even though it is real to an extent, but it's just choreographed, dude. And it's like one of those big dances or ice skating ice capades, basically. And you people are buying in and playing along. It's a big opera. It's a soap opera, basically. It's pro wrestling soap opera.